A lot of people don't understand the accompanying moral code. I've been going on and on about this for years and years and years because it's very important. Scrambling to try to get the message out where they try to suppress me. This book isn't right about everything, but it is right about certain ideas when we purge the propaganda and the ulterior motives from the message in the book, and we get the essence of the argument. For example, the book Fighting for Honor, page 12. A master of the martial art Diumba, who remained true to the accompanying moral code. Okay, remained true to the accompanying moral code, page 12. I actually didn't write the whole thing down there, so bear with me for a second. This book actually fumes me, so all right. So, master of the martial art Diumba, who remained true to the accompanying moral code, could become a transcendent hero, the most honored of ancestors, who could be called upon for guidance in important matters, and could reincarnate among the living while retaining a position among the dead ancestors. Now, this is one specific modern martial art with an emphasis on wrestling. It's basically wrestling art called Diumba. Okay. Now, in its pure form, a master in the universal martial art of God, being the top martial artist at single combat, at sparring. Okay, with swords, with daggers, okay, with spears, with weapons, transferable skills from sparring. Okay, it can't exist after I'm gone. Okay, is God's son among you. Okay, he is God among you, almighty, faithful and true, right? Martial art principles. Okay, justice, righteousness, heart, discipline, focus. Okay, it's God's son. Okay, the falcon vision to see your spirit and outmaneuver you. Okay, to search out deep matters, to conceal deep matters is the glory of God, the Bible says. To search out these matters is the glory of kings. Okay, and what kings? Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name. Okay, you people don't understand what is going on here. If you did, you would know. You would know that I'm willing to let everybody die the most painful death, including me. I'm willing to suffer for 100 trillion years, the most painful suffering, rather than betray God. You'd have no doubt in your mind. Because once I contacted God through martial arts, after sensing something, refining my brain function so I know my sense is sound, my mental clarity, my mind's eye. Okay? Once I saw that that's what it means to be a prophet, and not trying to kind of predict the future, but using mental clarity to see what you can see, right? For God to reveal it to me, warrior to warrior, the Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name, the top martial artist. Okay? That's why it's the most honored of ancestors. When Africans from different cultures came together, they had no viable counterargument for the true top martial artist is the King of Kings. Okay? Jesus in the Bible, the heavenly warrior defeats the beast. He came to bring a sword, a sharp double-edged sword coming out of his mouth. He came to light a fire, to bring fire to the earth. And is waiting for his baptism to be over with. Okay? It is a martial responsibility. It is a martial cause and calling that, with all due respect, the rest of the world doesn't understand. To some degree, my own parents don't understand. No one understands but me. However, God allowed you people to have the brains that could do the logic, that you could see something in me that relays to you that I'm telling the truth. And this is why they change my voice and my image and mess up my mannerisms in my videos. But they like to play a game of hidden in plain view. They're occultists. It means hidden. So if you really think about it and connect the dots, you can see that I'm actually Christ, Christos, the anointed. Anointed with what? With the warrior spirit of God. Okay? I remain true to the accompanying moral code, and I'm the master of masters, the king of kings. Honor and hone your master and faster. Skills and kills, transferable skills from sparring. Skywalking, sky law king. Okay? Striking, tries king. Blows and rows, rowing the solar boat. the sun a symbol of the bridegroom. The heavens tell my story. It's like someone puts their hand up, the sun's going to still go through and hit them. There's nothing they can do to defend themselves from my natural martial arts strikes, because God naturally put me above them to triumph over them, mind, body, soul, and spirit, to lead people to God. And those who would sink to the level of cheating me out of my right to lead, okay, deserve to go to hell. And if you are the fruit of the womb, the Bible talks about the fruit of the womb. You know them by their fruit. If you're the fruit of the womb of rebels, even if you're on the other side of the world starving to death and you don't know who I am, you will be punished according to your deeds instead of going to heaven, because a long time ago people like me were betrayed by people like you. They branched out. And any branch that isn't remaining within me, the vine, okay, and that's the only way to bear fruit, that doesn't bear fruit, is cut down and thrown into the fire that I came to bring, which is the presence of God saying, why didn't you obey? You were distracted by TV and college and dating women who don't respect God enough to date me. You were distracted by toys and drugs and music and da-da-da-da-da. So basically you're from a long line of people that killed the prophets or were slack in their work, who are brother to one who destroys. Ones who didn't help me gather, so therefore they were scattering. And then you started taking on your shallow lifestyles and cultures. Spar it. Spirit. Spare it when? Who, what, when, where, how, why? No rebel spirits are spared. How long, sovereign and true, till you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood? The wine isn't the only thing that is symbolic of the blood. Okay, the blood is also, it's the spiritual injustice of bloodshed. Until you avenge the profound spiritual injustice that all these shallow people refuse to accept as there, and they instead conform to social norms and betray God. To remain true to the accompanying moral code of the top martial artist system, the top martial artist ever, the divine order, is to be morally precise. Not moral relativist or fair weather moral ninny. Okay? But true morals in the divine order.